Everybody, welcome back to Final Residence TV and a new gear review today. I've got a Vintage Guitars. This is the name of the brand, Vintage Guitars out of the UK. Peter Green Tribute. Now, we all know that Peter Green originally had the Les Paul that looked like this, and then it got sold to Gary Moore for a very cheap price. And then it went on after his death to Kirk Hammett, who has it today. And this is an affordable way to get a great guitar and have that vibe and have the out-of-phase feature. I love this out-of-phase pickup thing. It is amazing sounding. These are PAF copies made by Wilkinson. Trevor Wilkinson sat down with Seth Lover, and Seth Lover told him, you cannot make these covers plated or it won't sound like the originals. And I had the opportunity once of playing a 58V with original PAFs, and I gotta say these are really, really close. They're low output, but they have a sound, and it's very specific. So these are as close as I've ever heard to the original PAFs. Even the Gibsons that I have, like my 2006 60 reissue that I have, a standard that I have, do not sound as close as these do. It's amazing to me. And then you've got all this aged hardware that gives it more vibe, all of the relicing on this guitar. This is the relic version of the lemon drop, they call it. Has back rash, buckle rash, you got ring rash on the neck, you've got all this aging on the keys, you've got the original Clouson holes that are right there, like they've been replaced. You can put them back if you'd like. I just had to do a video about this. I recorded with this guitar, and I got to tell you, this video that you're going to see was shot where I'm playing all of the parts of this guitar in the out-of-phase position. So when I'm playing the arpeggiated lines on the clean parts, that's this guitar out of phase mixed with my Frankenstein together, but all of the leads are out of phase. And when I get up into the upper ranges, you'll hear it. You'll hear that screamy sound that it makes when you get up high and you're bending real hard and you get a lot of gain. It's a sound very reminiscent of Brian May's guitar, the Red Special, when he's going through the AC30 with the treble booster with it. It has a thing, and it's so amazing to have finally in a guitar that reversed out of phase pickup combination along with a very accurate PAF. Amazing guitar. Only comes in around $600, you know, roughly. And they have two versions. One is relic and one is not relic. I definitely prefer the relic. I would have probably not bought it had it not been relic, because I'm just not a person that generally goes for like a guitar that's a tribute to a Les Paul, you know. But in this particular case, it just won me over with this feel and the weight of it and the whole 9 yards, and it really, really is a great guitar. I love those mismatched knobs and the little details that are a nod to Gary Moore. I ran across vintage guitars when my friends Phil Schaus, Jeremy Asbrock, and Ryan Cook were playing them. They were actually doing this gig where they would always play these guitars, and I would see them. And this was maybe 5 to 10 years ago. So I was aware of this brand. And then I saw a tribute guitar they did for the Hendrix Monterey Strat. And I was really into getting one of those. I still haven't gotten one. But if I do get one, I'll do a video on it. But that's where I came across vintage. And then I walked into a guitar store about 3 or 4 weeks ago, saw this, picked it up, and fell in love. And, of course, walked out the door with it. And this video to this song that I did, I had written the song about 2 weeks ago or a week ago, this little line in the garage, and I thought, well, I've got to use this guitar for it. So for the most part, you're hearing this guitar in it. You're hearing a little bit of Frankenstein on the rhythms, and then you'll hear it a little bit on the arpeggiated line mixed in with this, when this one's out of phase and that one's in phase. But generally, all of the leads are this guitar, everything you hear. So check it out. I hope you enjoy it. Check this guitar out if you ever see one. I think you're going to buy one if you get your hands on it. It's amazing. Rock on.